Hello all. Ugh, I fucking hate this one aspect of setting up. I honestly do not know why certain things have an endless desire to open up with in certain windows. It's so much fucking worse to use. Hey, there we go. That was the only thing I had left. Oh, well, I also do need to post my announcement thing. First thing we'll go is to Limsa, even ignoring the stuff. I need to get myself a drink. Giving it, I'm not worried about getting a spoiler because I'm vaguely familiar with the basic plot line already. There we go. I briefly forgot what buttons did what for me. But yeah, the funny part is that the little jank, they usually like to integrate their stuff well into storyline they're doing, and then they chose that particular job because, and again, the big casters and everything, because hey, they felt like story-wise it would make perfect sense to, you know, for their character to damn, almost could have gotten away. Anyways, what was I? Right, yeah, shit. The PvP is actually distracting my story, which is fine. You know, I'm supposed to be playing and talking. Okay, are we going at this? Going, guys, or are we just gonna let them happen? Yeah, wow, this is the worst I've done with Maelstrom in forever. But that's how it goes sometimes. Boop. Yeah, I'm dead. I come over here with someone else and that's my own fault for not seeing the other player. Anyways, what the fuck was I talking about? Hey, I got a good assist there. Ha! Yeah, yellow is going to win no matter what. Anyways, what was I fucking blathering about? But yeah, because they thought they had, you know, were like Labre was going to pop up and like, oh, this would motivate my character to, you know, do this, and they'd work it into the story, the semi-story that is the LP, and it just never happened until the end because, you know, when Labre finally showed up and was like, oh well, I guess I don't need it. That so just kind of awkwardly scooting it into an update, which is humorous to me. This one thing that I like about screenshot LPs is it's neat to see. Hello, I think I see someone familiar. We're gonna take a brief detour to zip in here, but yeah. Interwoven, yeah, with tonight's questing, we're also gonna be doing duties and such to get my shit up. Pray look at the report, Commander. Yeah, well, they're maxed out. The chance it wouldn't be, it was extremely low. Also, I missed the fun. Turns out I actually missed the fashion report. It wasn't today. I could have sworn I could still return it on Tuesday, turn it in on Tuesdays, but nope. I went in and it was too late. Might as well show off my glamour I made. Not the best color combination in my opinion, but I do like the blues, the ice blues with this, and the gamblers. It actually looks very good with that part. And these Dark Knight Chaos arm pieces work honestly perfectly with it. It's just because I wanted playing a covered head since it had to be rose pink, which is a shade that does not go well with my character. I got that. Anyway, my main quest stuff's downstairs, I think. Honestly, I'd say probably... Ah! Yeah, I was right. Oh, hold on. We have a new minion. So that's side of our mood swings, then its living counterpart. Ah. Oh! New minion title. Ooh. Wrong menu. Again, wrong menu. Wind up Odile. Minion. Yeah, that one I think I'll keep. Which I think remove. We'll go for another draft. We'll I do not know what MG6S is, so that's just not happened. Just saw a party pop up. I'm like, I don't know what that is. So here's our buddies. But yeah, there's honestly some really good lore shit inside the those two quest lines. I just don't really want to do them in Heavensward. There's a lot of story content to do. That's by the gods, it is you. Well met, Haru. Well met. And Haru Fox, well, you didn't have to go all the way just for us. Oh, Haru, how you been? Come here. Let me. Oh, Haru, come. How have you been? Come here. Let me have a good look at you. Take the 12. On his fans, I've worried about you all day, every day. No said what's in it, but the raves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us, the market was all we could do to escape. Haru found her way to you, of course. We were forced to seek shelter aboard a Spanish vessel. It offended us not being here when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we, Continent? It pained us not being here when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we, Continent? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We should have sent for Senna. We knew not whom to trust. And in the vast distance, but the dark days are behind us, and I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. Oof. Nobody fucking tell you she's missing. I mean, she's missing! How did you let this happen? Oof. And now I'm getting blamed. I'd have put more into that line, but it just got interrupted. Noise complaint. Not like a neighbor noise complaint, just people I live with. Even though I'm no louder than I was yesterday, and I got no complaints then. Forgive me. I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find. Forgive me. I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find a recipe. You got your word for the first time before me. You got your word to the last. Thancred has been watching over. No wonder he seemed to be taking it so hard. Yeah, unfortunately, Thancred was only just joined the search because with what happened. For a good while there, it was just the three of us with no place to start. I'm sure it's safe to pretend I'm busy myself in the meantime. Plus, certainly, there's much more to be done. The blades bloodied us. Hold on. The blades bloodied us. But that means we should not be swayed from it. Ah, it's the spirit. To the scions and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Yeah, there you have it. To the rising stones. Might crank my mic volume up just because of bullshit like that. Just to ensure I'm being heard more. Mind you, it doesn't help with the source of the issue, which is I need to enunciate more sometimes to make sure my words are better understood, but you only get that by being louder and
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Damn, I didn't even realize that was Frankfurt for a moment there. I mean, they do cover the face. You know, I've never hear the credulous part of incredulous. Use the word.
Described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment.
Okay, so first of all, Kryl, that's a good thing. I'm sorry, but you are a Lalafell, no matter how great your personality is, or sense of style, or voice. I mean, he's still valid point at time, right?
Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had
heard the story before.
But I was distracted, and her father was killed.
Oof.
I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoire, every science. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light. Our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
Well, like you said, I can figure out if we get from. God damn. Kryl, you absolutely picked at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
So yeah, Thancred has become sort of family to her. Big brother figure and so on.
Oh, only my dearest friend.
Or the other way around, little sister figure to him. I don't know if she quite sees him that way, but like, still good friend.
When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope.
But she woke up, by the time you woke up, she was gone.
And neither will I.
Sometimes when I'm doing my voices, I sort of words of all.
These vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention.
I realize that. I try not to, but yep. She is lucky they put that down low enough that a Lalafell could hit all the keys without a stick or something. I wish it would temporarily ban someone for your chat, because like there's a bunch of people who shill for bars and such in game. They're like just paid to do it, and I don't want to block people like that permanently, but like sure it would be nice to have my chat flooded with it every time I'm in one. Even if that does actually seem neat. It's not just a bar. They're doing a bit of roleplay session where you're trying to figure out whoever this Silver Serpent is. That's neat. But looks like they're on their way back to Lebanon's Toll. And with that, we're going back to Ishgard. We're going back to Ishgard. First things first. Swapping out the White Mage stuff. Might not be the biggest fan of the look, but what? Yeah, boop. Actually, hold on. There's a particular gear I wanted. I can't remember where it came from. Plague Bringer's mask. Could have sworn. Saint Marcaren's thorium and Spheroceros. Okay, well then there. Sure, I might not be guaranteed to get them if I roll this. Here isn't. Ha. Just keep the healing up. Honestly, I really like how healers are so DPS-y in this game. So speaking of healers with DPS, I have learned that, oh, it's time for the spin. We'll do that in a bit. Now, this is... Whoa. Anyways, where was I? Yeah. A fun multi-class build for D&D. Cleric Monk. Cleric has this fun spell where you can get this barrier around here that will fuck anybody who gets within it and stays within it. And monks are really good at getting fucking close to people and then fucking them up. Man, there are a lot of ways to just go stack on passive healing this game. I love it. Wonder when a crit hit rate is increased. Whoa, whoa. Burp, 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 burp. Didn't need that. Never mind. Hey. God dang it. They always resist it? That's bullshit. But I think we got the double barred party, huh? And even thematically it works, you know, monk and cleric works real well as a concept. But on the other hand, I have like 2 characters I think I want to play for my next campaign I'm going to be in. Ah, shit. I was like, I need to get a region on them just in case. Let's go. Holy sun spam. God, I love it. But anyway, I've seen at least one. I went perusing for cards, and I really like the one. What I'm saying of the Final Fantasy cards. There's a party up card with a full that has a full party. That's an enchantment with a full party and a that makes a bunch of minions to represent, you know, getting a bunch of players together, and then based on it, whether or not you have boom. Boom. Boo, boo, doo, 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 doo. Yellow dots. Alright, yeah. Actually, I don't know what I was saying. The first is an X, because it's going to be a nautical themed campaign inspired by Treasure Island and a couple other stuff. Oh, right, no, I'm talking about the 14 cards, right. Yeah. Full party gives a small buff, but, or light party gives a small buff, but full party, that one gives a big one. Boots of the Ghost Thief. Took too long to actually do that shit. And their AoE attack, I might as well use it. Yeah, shit. I'm frozen. Come on, bud. Ah. Boo, 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 doo, 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 doo. Come on, bud. Almost there. Almost there. Loves of the Red Thief. Boop. Ah, glorious stun. Totally get into it. Mechanist is into it, and oh, a bunch of them are just really fucking awesome equipments and such that I totally want for my current deck, and which honestly saddens me that most of them are not things I might get, because I'm not gonna probably not gonna buy a bunch of cards or packs to open. Me, I'll have to buy them in single format later. Ugh. Fair. Eat rock. Okay, so Cone won't let me pick up anything that's not in front of me. Boop. Ah, good old son. Boop, boop. But yeah, so yeah, lots of fun cards, 14 cards, most of them I can't really talk about, but like Athenian's there, and he does cool shit with jumping and stabbing. All the jobs are depicted in a way that I think is really fun. They're depicted in the form of equipment with a Mirrodin variant, or 4 Mirrodin variant. 4 Mirrodin is a effect that makes it so that when you play an equipment spell, a token minion is created and instantly equipped. It's not the only form of that I know of, but it's the one I remember the easiest, since it was how I was introduced to the concept. Each job creates a hero token of some or a token of some sort. Sometimes a hero, sometimes a wizard, so on and so forth. It's stealing what? Ha 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 ha. Well, alright, bud. Finish reforging yourself. Boom. Beep, beep, beep. Oh. Bop. There we go. I was like, I realized my issue rather quick. Come on. Playing Bringer's Greed. If I don't already have it, I'll do Greed. Want to see what that looks like. Didn't get me the hat I wanted, but it will. Wondrous Tale knocked off my list. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these, because honestly, perfect. I've got so many of those built up, I wanted to get rid of one. We're gonna go back to the Foundation and do some stuff there, and then go see Hildebrand. Anyways, oh, right. Go spin. But yeah, I love the way it's done. You know, and each human has their own fun little effect. Meanwhile, Tim is great. I haven't seen what Lulu is like, unfortunately, but my boy Waka, they represented him well. Not only does he generate 1/1s, just casually. No, wait, no, that's right. That's Kamari who does that. Kamari's the one who comes out of it, but Waka's good too. He has a good effect. He gives out 1/1s when he smacks you, and I think he gives it. No, it's a different thing. Is it? Point is, his card's good, and it had the good anti-artifact effect, representing, you know, he's just like a machina. Kamari is great. He automatically gets a 1/1 at the start of each turn. That's right, Waka gets an extra 1/1 if everyone else gets a 1/1. Anyone else got a 1/1 at the end of the turn. Whereas Kamari starts with an extra 1 every turn. He accumulates 1, and then he copies one other creature on the board, perfectly representing Lancet's effects. Which, if you don't know, gives you the ability to absorb health from an enemy, and depending on the enemy, it'll give our boy Kamari a new a new overkill, because he's the blue mage of the game. It's unlike the typical blue mages. Even the blue mages of Final Fantasy 10-2, he absorbs by attacking, not by being attacked. So in this, he temporarily becomes a copy of another creature. He's great. There's a Spirit Grid card, and it's perfect. It's a perfect representation of how that shit works. A lot of these are really good cards I want that are in the deck, and it's just, I need those for my Wolverine deck. Holy shit. Oh, you're new. Hey, it's just an adventure. A big hub with all the vines and streets. I found myself too worried of those who approach me. You were not here before. So not a moment too soon. Soon seemed less anxious, and the businesses have nearly returned to normal. I presume you found who's been harassing them? I did not again. One of the pros when they are needed. It's straight friend from my here. Fortunately, this lady was willing to lend a hand. Look out for loving of our pupils. I'm just like a telly of sis. Think diddlum scholastic. And might I ask you, oh dear, I know your face. You're Madame Fox. And really true history of the Holy See. And you're not, oh fuck, I forgot to actually turn this on. I spun it and then immediately ignored it. Oh, this time it actually popped up on the right side. Excellent. Anyways, you know what that means. Every time I ignore this thing, I get an extra spin. This time, the last time was jump scares, this time it's... Voice filter bot. And might I ask you, the one who had a hand in ruling the true state of the Holy See.
And you're not upset about that? But meaning I'm in that talking accident, I mentioned Fox, and Fox is my and girl. It was great. I'm shocked out by such a curious encounter. Yeah, no, I mean, you think so, but it's actually kind of normal. Not that. Sorry, I just kind of do whatever anyone asks me. I'm not going to mention most of mine. See what's I would like to take you to meet the head mistress of our humble scholastic. We're going to meet the head. What? By deeds with light shed on certain inconsistencies in history. And the church's teachings, to say. Treasury is strained the relationship between the people and the clergy. The foundation of our great state that rests upon the faithfulness. What? The Enchiridion. I know that term is based on a real life thing of some sort, but my mind goes to fucking, will always now go to Adventure Time. And I'm pretty sure I heard this here first from someone else doing it. I just forgot it called the Enchiridion. Alas, the little one I've taken up so greatly exalted about erroneous interpretations, and the wonderful our precepts have been this distorted. And I think that I want to reflect on these revelations deep in the mouth. Scholars have drawn clear by putting a single interpretation set forth by the Archbishop and his predecessor. Interesting. So unlike that priest, the Slackhead team only embraced the idea that maybe... Yeah, okay, so... Shit. A lot of things, hold on. I need to do this thing. I thought I still had it muted, but apparently not. Still fake. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what... There it is. Oh. But yeah, that's interesting. Because they're the more scholarly ones, they're actually open. Well, I'm not sure in the slightest. Can often be against it, but it's academia, so ironically much more effective in real life stuff. They're like, yeah, we're really gonna accept a lot of what we know is a lie, which means a lot of things we've been interpreting on our people's holy word might also be a lie. It's good that some of them seem to be breaking that, because like if the only way that their people could maybe soften what's to come is that a lot of the youths who would be eventually taking over the church positions are all on the people's side, more so than that place. It might do some of the body. Although we are openly valuing our teachings, they kind of actually feel they haven't been deceived into yourself another thing. You would rather pursue all clergy, regardless of their... I mean, I'm sorry to tell you, but you are kinda are at least... Well, not all of you were actively took part or anything. You were all part of this grand design. even if you were good people trying to help people, when you were, that just meant you were tools for the people who weren't. To hide them, then you make them seem like they were you. The people have no reason to trust you anymore. Though I definitely think it's more interesting to how 10 handles its own version of this event, where, all the religion's entirely a lie. 10 is not focused on that reveal thing to the whole world. Fair, when 10-2 happens, we kind of skipped past a bunch of the schism. It's still there. It's still done interestingly. The old religion isn't dead, despite what you think. Some of the people around it have reforged it into a new thing. And they brokered peace eventually, and for the brokering peace with the other big faction setting. We can't get rid of the old teachings entirely, but they're willing to live in peace and, adapt things to this new world where a lot of the things that they base the old one are lies, and so on and so forth. And then, 10.5 comes out, and it just shows that, no, that's not all bullshit. They go back to violently murdering each other within, months. Stupid! I'm sorry to tell you, but your religion was pretty much entirely devoted to causing pain and suffering for your people, in the name of it. Within our side, surely it's much good to think twice before harming our sins. Pray, come and visit our halls. I'm sure it's actually put at ease to see you in as well. That's benefits of consultation. Whenever you feel ready to again, yes, of course. That's a strangely familiar figure. Get tell that you've my eyes. I'm take my leave and turn this down to your method. But they have been a pleasure, my thoughts, so you should consider my offer meet with ambitious. Only expecting blessing not to be upon you. I believe that you are sincerely looking to fix all the stuff that's been going wrong, but you can't blame the people feeling that way. And especially, to give that example, that one guy, not just what happened, also the fact that his two childhood friends, and this group of three they were, he got left behind in the slums, and they got raised up to a life of comfort, a hard-working one, where they had to work to earn their keep, but they were still given the chance, and he wasn't. And that's bullshit. I mean, it's all, everything is interconnected with your, really? Sorry to say. Oh, hey, we've seen this guy before. There I have a lot of tuition. They make me pay for two fingers, some more guilt and joy. Yeah, that's that guy. Him of the 50 caps. And his friend. Well, look. You guys aren't really at fault with that. You're the learned students. You, in fact, come before. But, well, that's because for the fact that he had understood, so yes. Sure, yeah, but so much harm was done in the name of your religion. You have to know that. And if you're going to try to, redo everything, you need to also openly bring the people into it and try to address them what they're going through directly. And that's about where my only advice is, because this is a complicated issue and I have no idea where to even really begin beyond it. But, in fact, that might not even be the best solution. I just know that this is inevitable and I can't really blame people for feeling that way. Especially when you do things like say you're going to set someone up. Madam Fox, yes? Sister, I'm saying mistress, but sister, get Kelly, the top lady to come with it. She waits you inside. But since we've been inside here, let's talk to your character too. Trying to play a shirt feel I can get on the swing counter and spoil over these look. My son are picture nice too, but could you not expect the switch and go after I take the clock? Yeah. I mean, you're the fact that you are going to think there are right, sorry, I thought the blonde hair guy was the mechanic for a bit. So I think that's my prayer that you visit our home. Hate to break it to you. Chance. Your church did a bunch of horrible shit, and people are angry, and from the good you've done and are seek to do, just going, well, I will make it so no one will question us, is the exact wrong approach here. I mean, This must be retaught by the entire curriculum. What kind of put that becomes a big proper experience. We wish only to educate and guide them. What do you do here? I got a swap here as well. That his name to find her don't see it coming. So she's unable to attend to all her duties. But most keenly in times. But we must reevaluate the veracity of our entire doctrine and clearly dare not travel in school or to fear coming to harm. You know, where the hell did my nephew got to? I felt like we got something. Firefox, look at this plastic. I appreciate you coming on this way. This is not his one. She has taken leave the rest for me. Now I'm feeling with her another day. It truly is a pity. I feel like without her and Steve, I know for myself. I am Father Ruvaganian. Ruvaganian. I look at you from cystic as get Kelly. In the history of the sessions, I have been sure to think the married administrative matters. While that was ordinarily considered simple waxing the seal to a pile of apartments, take more hands-on approach. Kennedy, Headmaster, and I were just discussing a rather troubling event which occurred soon after our students encountered in Rome, and we fear it may be connected. Are you here with the statue of St. Variant? The form. Themselves have been tasked and so I've been working on it. Chiseling a new head. It's been tasked sort of seeing their work. But the students have reported that the piece is finished. For the artisan's workshop, given it has been a little monetary value. Father Rivagana, and I couldn't help but wonder. Hey, that is a familiar figure. And that's a familiar tune. That made a good footsteps regarding 6 minutes of service. And this is why this pairs so well with the Hildebrand quest line. Not Briarden. Yeah, Briarden. God, okay, I don't know how to pronounce that French name, I'm sorry. Briar. You're not Briar. Briarden. No, I'm just gonna keep that wrong. Briarden. I'm just gonna call him Briarden. It might not be accurate, but it sounds good, so. Yeah. He is from Ishgard. So of course it makes sense to have a quest. That's why you don't also see him. But again, he wouldn't work as well in the Manderville quest anymore because he's not a, he can no longer fully play the straight man. But here, we get our boy here in a much more serious plot line, and that's an interesting way of handling it. Super excited to see him back and actually do this quest line myself. And it's why I felt that it needs to be done at the same time. Oh dear, I'll play this. I mean, you would have been a 10th of worry about it. Cannot say I'm surprised. But you still have just a touch of that Hildebrand humor in there. Yeah, it's a good one. The moment where it's like, oh, it's you! I don't like I'm probably wish I could have seen him around earlier. But I don't know where he could play in the proper Ishgard storyline. Where's my nephew, Manderville? Yeah, that's his nephew. I love that the Gooper felt the need to do his little introduction to his own uncle. Him is my uncle. And got more lords. And they were friends, right? And I did me. And it's come back and introduction, but they follow me and I made him a defendant. I associate in my work here last again. I love you, it's like to raise one of you had not invite criticism. Well, I think so. I'm really just for inside. My work show nothing but compassion towards Christians. And since I'm the one who, one of the people who helped big, blow the big secret and everything, and I, including, and I'm the guy who wrote, Harvey, the girl who wrote in on, the father of dragons of all fucking people, after triumphantly slaying the archbishop, and got greeted to a hero's welcome. I think having me on a case siding with the Scholastic might actually be what you want. Because they can't just accuse me of being a church stooge now, can they? They realize who I am and undermine a lot of things. Their side, the aggression bunch. Yeah. My thing is just kind of doing it. And fuck the show, nothing but kind towards our students.
At least permit me. Yeah. Oh yeah, I haven't done the voice. At least permit me how company and certain the pieces whereabouts. Do we have our association afterward? Well, but no one to speak of this to head mission. Next coming of only for duration of again. For love of the furry, be discreet. Tomorrow, first I have to me to question the Senate responsible for seeing the statue's restoration. All that little detail swinging around so we can see the family resemblance. Listen, your friendship was brighter than maybe blessing in disguise. I hope you'll find the missing piece soon. It'll give you sweetest conundrum until the hut is returned. True to my promise, thus, we have a boy. Of course it was him. Ah, Fox, praise see once more. Praise be Halone. Please asking out the statue piece. I made sure to lock the workshop door, so I don't understand how it could have actually been taken. I take full responsibility. Will personally see it returned. That won't be necessary. Inspector Brian, that's a service. I'm told you were recently harassed by several ruffians in the room. I suspect they may be responsible for the theft. What can you tell me about these men? I've never seen them before my life. And besides, why would they want to steal the centuries? Anyway, as I said, this must be my own. No, if you would excuse me. Anyone since starting out with sending, he's clearly hiding something. I think we find our answers in the foundation. Wait the room. I ask that you keep an eye on the form. Many miscreants are wanted to like never see. One may be drawn to the statue. Here, but like, I got some of the story, and I'm pretty sure I know what's going on there. One of them was his friend, and a childhood friend who was raised by the same clergyman, and when, but when 2 out of 3 of them ended up here, and that guy left the raw on the street, well, bitterness was inevitable, and when all this, justifying that bitterness, well, it's going to be surviving. Oh, hey, look, it's our guy. Hey, is this Firmal Brett say anything? I haven't talked to people, and just hanging around. So tonight's, nope, nothing new. I enjoy when characters acknowledge shit's going weird with temporary dialogue changes. Hello, Ben. You again. I thought after my hands away with you. Buddy, I could whip your ass. Just talk. I suppose I should be honest with you. There's all in pieces in that crate. I know you're helping Inspector, but let me try to read them as Ben first. These are the edge piece, and I'll be friend. Do you understand the concept of what you're doing? But it is a serious crime. So I read a story about French. You love the ones about the saint and veterans. You know what you see the statue restored? He loved them when he was a boy, and when in the church he didn't have firm proof the church was full of lies. And so he threw the right worm away from his shard. For all I know, that too was a lie. They had a bloody hype on the Steve to seal their fortunes on our backs, but you would willingly believe these lies if it meant a better chance of life for yourself. Yeah, and now all he sees is you lot, and now you both have shown your a willingness to throw everything. The people you grew up with to the side for the church, at least from their perspective. You've been fighting on me ever since we met in the room. He's not going to give it up. Yeah, he's not going to give it up without a fight. I mean, I wasn't even the one wanting to escalate this in the fight. So Ben will do what's right. Here you go again. Turn up your nose and shit if you're one of them. See, I am doing what's right. I'm running us of these false heroes. Keep your play in your library and lessons filled with lies. Leave them if you want. You're just as bad as the rest. Good job, Lay. You're a real hero. This Lay guy's a shithead. Yeah, he had a fun, energetic introduction, but he's a shithead. He tried to be angry. He's him teaching people to walk on his face. That was a call into question. How am I to find my own way? Whatever should I do? Forge your own path. Path to me in search of scripture on my own. Quite to be sure, but may have the right of it. But I come to audio by now. Things have been sorted by man hands, and by man hands must they be redeemed. Tall, well, good. Won't change standing in the snow, standing around, but we won't change your scarlet standing around in the snow. That's the such piece. Especially right before the prize peacock starts squawking to the deputy headmaster. Come to, Haro. I'm sure you will appreciate your help in retrieving it. Dish guard bow, just standard here, whereas it's just humorous to me, because, like, I think the first time we saw someone doing that, it was for Guardian, but yeah. No, but I sympathize a lot with Bit in this. Yeah, he's perfectly right to feel the way he does. And frankly, Lei is in flaming actions. Meanwhile, Summerthant is the one who's actually getting through to him. Sure, he's still being regarded as a class traitor, but, well, like I said earlier, I don't think he would have let him let his goons Summerthant. Destroy his book, yeah, but really hurt him? No. Yeah, let me fucking in. Yeah, just the lot of us. Yeah, I already explained everything. That's what matters. Not mentioning Ben, huh? Well, that's all. Well, that's that. As well then, as well, yeah. Well, you're not as bad as he seems, frankly, Lei. I was half expecting you to rat him out, despite the fact that y'all three grew up together. See, found the boy in the missing statue piece. Care to show us the details? The details aren't important. See what sense about Lei and someone could have just finished explaining what happened? Thank you for help in resolving this matter swiftly. Thank you for your help in resolving this matter swiftly. But that's the thing with you. Yeah, what are we going to say? Please do wish to seek justice for the theft. I mean, I'm sure this guy does. Or the way he acted did. Inquisition. I tell you not to expect. Say that culprit to whom you seek. I mean, shit tonight in a troubling situation. It's in the house, Dimsel. God damn, every fucking time one of you motherfuckers shows up on screen, it's to make everybody else's lives worse. No, okay, no, that's not fair to Terrason. Every one of you motherfuckers shows up on screen that isn't Terrason and makes someone else's life worse. Sounds like in some extension, I'm the son of House it pay me, Lord Hudson, for convince by way. It's my own investigation. I followed later and so to find him and his friend consorting with the culprit. Many among often are respected, but still Saint sense they may shape it to prove their merits. Straighten they were just great at this matter. Didn't expect the seminarian to treat any holy so scary, even if they are for children's stories. Piss off, you priggish horse son. Yeah, she'll tell you you're wrong. That you will all conduct yourselves with tournaments for the fit seminarians Lei. The pants for your foul language anon. And if I may, next time this explorations work with the sacred monument, pray entrust that to me. Since I have to be at ease knowing the work with cleaner, more dependable hands. But what's been starting to say makes more sense now, doesn't it? That? We had to run into one of the bags. My ignoble peers have advanced scriptures still beyond you, such that you require territory shouldn't allow me to procure you free to cover my own coin. Anyway. To divide self-funded charity to the deprived. So if you would, just how long are you planning to lie there? You're completely helpless. Yeah, you're an ass. Yeah, each and every one of these red stitched pieces of shit. Okay, never mind. She's not so bad. I just assumed since she was following her. No, it's just. Thank you, Blaze. Yeah, you're not so fine. Sorry, it's just 3 out of 4 of them. I just said it's. I think she might have a bit of a crush. Oh, that's adorable. Holy shit. Okay, I went from like, oh, you're a piece of shit to, oh, this is adorable. Oh, she's adorable. I like her. She steadily pens in the book. Immediately tries to run away from, like, oh no, my direction was my crush. Trips and face plants friend. Cover here. A miracle for not branding heretics by the end of this term. Consider this a warning. Only by man of saying the grace of the but not turn a blind eye if you can find this questionable company. Yeah, hey, buddy, pal, the only questionable company is is anyone who says what you're saying. You lot are the reason this stuff is happening. You are the reason why your people have turned against you and are so ready to burn this entire place down for what it has done to its people. Those two are ironically your best chance at preventing that. But every action by you and you lot and support of those pieces of shit are turning them into what could be your asset in defusing the situation, and to hated class traders by both sides, or class traders by the people you're meant to be trying to placate, and the people who want, and well, yourself, who clearly views them as vermin for not being, you know, highborn. That's transferable between highborn and lower. Can I enter the building, quick? That we show us apart. Where shall we go from here? I actually do not remember who this figure is, but it is the about point. Yeah. And answer is that your ancestor did build it, brick by brick. It's a good quest line. It's no matter. I know that they would rise to the challenge. That's what I mean by students. They haven't been at each other's front since Revelations County. I mean, no wonder with the way you fucking act. You are out of line. Right. No. I am completely fucking in line. The common people are ready to fucking string you all up as traitors and enemies of Ishgard. When these boys managed to actually, and I will say, it was mostly some of the cats. The other guy was open for the fist fight to get the thing back. But when Simothant managed to talk the guy who was responsible into peacefully handing it over, that is the stuff what you should be supporting. He should be a model student for that, because he's trying to build bridges between haves and have-nots. And you don't have an eternal dragon war to hide behind anymore. The people are fully ready to lynch you for what your organization has done to them. You need to address that, and you need not, which means you need to stop siding with shitheels like literally every fucking member of House Dimsdale. Yeah, sorry. They have been as for your front, you have shots like it's very honest. Has to get well done. Hello, Uncle. Well, I must have a better ride. Just in case you have had me a sweet far. Found a rather waste of my talents. That's needed to I cannot wonder if this was merely some pretense. Yeah, more pressing problems. Donation. I expect nothing less. In another matter, I should discuss you and your newly appointed associate. I suspect there was more, judging by how quickly we completed the investigation. No offense to your powers of reduction, of course. To your powers. We'll start this and now move on. Balancing the spear. Oh, these pieces of shit. Messed up from the beginning. It would not do to involve medical service, first ensuring she had a proper understanding of how her seminary functions. They have been forced to change. You see, go on, live fulfilling lives as pastors, academics, and poets. Those who graduate from this classic with highest marks given opportunity to serve in the vaults. Perhaps one day rise to prominence. Up and now, there's no more than occasional lively debate. It's not to make shots with the king doctrine. King was naturally turned by one's foe, said Dr. Power, in light of recent events. This is no longer an option. But we cannot currently assess their excellence in the traditional manner. The distinct portion of the curriculum has been called into question. We've been forced to consider more subjective methods. And in this time of uncertainty, more subjective methods. There we go. I need to differentiate our voices. They soon so I want to lash out to peers whom they feel exploit the interim system to their advantage. But what does this have to do with us? Your unparalleled skills for alteration deduction. The only way to put an end to this bickering between students is sure beyond shout out. The evaluations are conducted in a fair and equitable manner. And as an observer, until a new curriculum is decided, our evaluation system is vulnerable. In other words, you want us to catch cheaters. Precisely. And I have about the headsets to return to our office in the cathedral. You introduce yourselves. I wish I could do a French accent. I once tried with Bulgarian for a bit. Well, not French, but snobbish accent, and I can't. The problem is, I couldn't do that in Ishgard because literally nearly every fucking person here would have it. And honestly, he's grown too much to do that. We'll spend time. We'll wait until we're finished with this and then spend and then go do Hildebrand. Telling you should keep in mind speaking with headmistress Sylvain. Good decision by the former bishop. Thus, her views on the crown are quite additional. As managed regarding how to say with utmost care. In other words, if she's one of the, she's even more of a problem than you are, and is ultimately a stooge of Thornton. Literally the only guy left. We're going to, well, you heard it. Voice filter back on. Let's go.
Already in. I figure we'll be fit wrapped up with both these quest lines for next week. How do you do, fellow adventurer? There we go. Holy blacks. solid max. Stun spam continues to be one of the best. There we go. Then you need to remember to take advantage of the dog though. But we're just gonna hand out that the other region too, just to make sure. Rose Garden. Right, well, what an insane preparation for Rose Garden. Rock Smash, and smaller pulls will be easier to manage. But my really issue there that I just didn't get that off. Combined with my bat, and the fact I had the bat luck of running into those fucking Savinarian fuckers. AoE. Anyway, die so I don't die. Yeah, y'all might have been fine without me for a bit if I hadn't, pick that up. The muscle sack regions will make them not a problem. And holy spam, to walk up as many of them and stun spam as I can. So walk as I can, and then... I could have run that fucker if I just hit run. But I didn't think about that. Boom. Picking the wrong thing. Here. Okay. Oh wow, that was still pretty bad for all of us. I thought we did be handling it fine, and suddenly, oh wow, they dropped dead, and I almost sat him up, but anyway. I don't think they died though, so I think all is good. That just means I gotta run back over. Oops. No, that's the wrong way. Yeah, I think I at least made sure those two survived long enough to take them out. Yeah, so they at least made it through. Only Morgan had the bad luck of dying alongside me. So, honestly, if I had just fought them down, but I didn't think we need it. I had so far with regular mobs, so that's my fault. Let them run. Well, die. There we go. That's a quick fucking heal up. Get me that extra. Back to the red thief. Okay, that is a cool looking hat. I will definitely flop a screen on that. Sure. Still for fun. Here's why this place gets on the style, and surely I'm cousin. Holy shit, yeah, but no, I'm just gonna pop that down. There we go. Well, DPS needs a break moment. Let's go ahead and just spread out the double region so we all stay the fuck off. Let's go ahead and use the blue lilies, because holy shit, this one is... There we go. Boom. Kill it through the house. Fast as I can. Fuck me. This has not been a good run. Maybe.
Oh, we're almost there.
Okay, Spike stuff up. There's other things going on. It's spike up the stream. Like me, I'm like, hey, oh no. I literally sent someone off. I'm still dead at this time. I like it. The biggest thing is that, yeah, it's the first time I've had to deal with some challenge as a healer in a while. It's just me fucking things up a little bit. I think our wavered DPS is back. What flash is that? I don't know. I don't recognize that particular symbol. Reaper. Yeah. Like, dying against the turtle, I could have prevented if I had just hit run. But sometimes you just make little screw-ups like that. That's right, well, I didn't use the thing, and this time I know I should be using it for more than boxes, because we're at a point in the game when that's actually, There we go. That hit me, but I've long since figured out how that fucking attack works. So I've been working on Hildebrand XP, and Sword Bard, not Glamour, Eldritch Fighter, but that doesn't sound like Hildebrand. Yeah, I decided to ditch the theme a little bit. Just that, like, it's not meant to be Hildebrand 1-for-1. It's just meant to be a goofy character with a similar archetype character on his own. And I thought making him a swashbuckler would be fun. So he dual wields, so pick up the dual wielding feat and the dual wielding fighting style from Fighter. His performances will be in the form of dance with an occasional chant. I'm going to try to come up with a Manderville-esque chant to go along with it. The new name, which I'm actually going to steal that one from what showed up briefly in FMA. It has these a similar energy, I feel. Yeah, Raskus von Vaskus, or whatever it was exactly. Yeah, nice, fancy, over the top, double background. And you might think Elder Type would be a bad idea since I'm playing Hildebrand and he's an idiot. Elder Type is a fighter who gets into wizard spells. But you don't have to take spells that use hints. You can take shield and absorb elements, which do not do that. Take a booming blade and a green fire blade, which are all which again do not use the scale. They're just straight up magic boosted attack rolls. By checks. Flavor it as family family traditional knowledge and all that, passed down the family from generation to generation. And an actual wizard who reads it would assume it was code before eventually giving in and just accepting that these people have just this is gibberish and these people are just accidental figuring out how to use magic based on it. Inspector Hildebrand's back. Hey, got a friend. Surely there's a perfectly logical explanation for all this. I mean, no, but like, maybe this part. I mean, you did kind of have a big snowy disaster out here a few years back. Someone's Marmet could have been left in the freeze. My system rerun is alive and full of beans. It's a miracle. Wait, what bean? What? It's not. Oh, great, I gotta be better with a little tender love and care. And the voice filter is on. Actually, I believe it should have gone off like 9 minutes ago. I remember nothing.
It would seem that although father's ungentle administration served to restore his young boy life, they also robbed him of his memory. This one takes a moment to kick in, unfortunately.
How did I get here? Who am I? Why can't I not remember?
Do not worry, young man. Anyway, alright. Take it from me. But maybe more times than I can even remember. God damn it, Hildebrand.
Then can you help me to remember?
Hearken to me now, for I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, the extraordinary, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesiac Hobbledehoy. I've decided on a batch of natural delights. Effective as your excellence on the path, but the young GG lacks the constitute parts quite to survive such an approach. GG. I have to select the priority that GG, is that my name? Well, anyway, you're running GG. Expect it's very helpful to you, so until it's time with on your real name, I not adopted as a playful moniker, but that's just all marmots make. I've got the name the Marmet Gigi anyways. I'm pretty sure Gigi is in fact the name of the goldsmiths in guilds Marmet. Or Gigi. Meh, meh, meh. Yeah, there is literally a different Gigi. Apparently someone got confused. So yeah, there's Goldsmith's Gigi, but this is, you know, so that's extra funny. Apparently the guy who invented marmots did, so, I mean, the Goldsmith's Guild has one named that. So, kick in.
Gigi, I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am?
In the beginning, next we will turn the city and see if we cannot find out who you are. Come along. I too must take my leave and turn tomorrow to say rigor mortis will set in if I remain here any longer. I mean, come you. Julianne will be noted in the drove if I keep waiting much longer. Julianne once I tell of Lee's return. Yes, so yet look at one of my cousins such things. Yeah, you get used to it after a while, but sorry. Yes, regardless of submit expectations, this will not be granted until we confirm that he's not a heretic. But he will be treated fairly. Alright. Just know, if he's not, I will be whooping your ass in combat. Oh, shadowy figure, you're here too? Oh, that's a cute Makode. Let's see. It was either that or the flowers. I went with that. No. We're returning to the foundation. Right now, our primary goal is just to work our way through this quest line. Tomorrow, I think we'll start, or I will take a moment to start up the Alexander quest line again, at least to unlock the next one, and then we'll go back to doing these. These are not short quest lines, yeah. Take me time ahead. There's an instance slated of his auspicion just be no more than eccentric curiosity. Yeah, that's about right. Good luck, come on, and thank you for the service to the tight system. He is there after God knows where with that marmot in tow. In fact, I'll just start the managed to solve which he's fast factoring. The goodness current of Socialist Vagabond is not more than a zombie which wandered away from the Dusk Vigil. It has been purged. As he now is right in the middle of the swarm. Now I have no doubt that will turn up again like a bag hill, and the trouble sure to follow. Yeah, no, that's safe to assume. In my experience, that is exactly. Godbert Manderville, Gigi, Edmund, and our mysterious villain, Steel Inspector. I love this shit. I absolutely love how ham this shit is. I always will. That being said, I think I'm going to take a short couple-minute break, and then we'll kickstart the next chunk of this quest chain, and then I'm going to go do, and if it takes me away from the foundation, I'm going to go do the Scholasticate some more. I don't even know if I'm going to bother doing MSQ tomorrow, but anyways, yeah, this break time. Alright, I'm back with break. Tiramus once more into the world he did not quite understand. And if you're wondering, yeah, GG is a, reference to a previously existing Final Fantasy character. One finds you well, or at least better than me, finds me. So it's to seek out the significance that was under up his moment to me. So then it's under most some spacious circumstances all, and who could say what tickets or heresy it might hold? He would conduct the thorough experiment if needs must destroy it. Yeah, how about no? No, I fear this may not be amenable for us, thus. Yeah, it's the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me and dissuade him? Nah, I mean, sure, yeah, totally. He'd be praised. If you haven't seen reason, let's pray as well. And that there will be one of the inspectors since I've been wandering all over the city with the moment in tow. You get the gazebo near Fortune's Fair. Look, they will be there now. Actually, since I'm just going to that same section of the city, I might as well do both. We'll focus on this first, and then go up through the one thing. And yeah, they're back at the cathedral. Is that another player that I just can't see the name of, or is there just a Lala sitting here that isn't a player? Not the first time I've had the game not give me a name when there's clearly supposed a player. Usually that's in PvP. I like the touch of your breath coming out. I've never actually noticed that. Even comes out from them. Hold on. Voice filter's kicking in.
To the very pinnacle of the heavens.
Isn't she adorable? Probably show me scholar all creation, deepest faith of heaven else, the record of heavens, for the answers we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventures, the stuff of fairy tales and legends. I wish this one was faster and kicking in.
Indeed, we can not use it. At a grand adventure in the deepest pits of the seven hills.
Just so, such a good Elrond, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Copying him. Well posed, GG. Well posed. Say you have to be an exemplary expenditure someday. Right, that's enough. My virtuous story vested in me by the same sacred tribunal of political doctrine. And you surrender the moment of suspected heretical origin into my custody. Yeah, it's how I want to talk about evidence or shooting GG of being a clockwork character when his plain is merely a precocious young lad. Yeah, you were gonna win this one, sir. Sorry. Yeah, like it's funny. Big beautiful boxy eyes aren't the soul of femininity. Not you, please. We're not witnessing the max play of Manderville masculinity mere moments ago. I really haven't taught her any better. She's the proper role model. Sure, what's what? The kitty cat pawing in the air. Mr. Fox, sir. Listen, we can hear you from the courtyard. Hey, Edmund. Oh, Lord Edmund. What's his fault into the servants? I've come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition. They clearly explained the extra before you inspected before you arrived. Ah, what is that to bickering about the yeah, which point they said to bickering about the contraption's gender. I know, it's a stupid thing to argue about. Other people's gender. What do you say, my lord? What do you say, my lord? Giggy, do you think Giggy a boy or a girl? On one hand, again, I said I wasn't the biggest fan of the joke, but I do love Edmund absolutely in choosing to embrace this nonsense anyways. You know? He's like, he knows this is a complete farce, but you know what? Let's let it ride. This is clearly a strapping young lad, no? I'm saying how you do. Has the whole world gone mad? Fine. But even so, he's the real boy. His discovery and miraculous resuscitation. You know, he cannot be left in the Roman city with him until he is determined he is not a threat. And miraculous resuscitation. And so it's very absolutely best if you adopt the ward of House Manderville. And there's a way to say it now if you wish. Edmund, I love you. I love how Edmund just immediately goes in. He's not like the Guardian. Hildy does his usual nonsense, and he's just fucking for it. Edmund's the best. I'm like, PG's father? Yeah, that's the plot line we're doing here. I was think better of taking extra try to find the quadrilateral between our two houses. Yes, of course, I'll do it. I'll an agent to inquiry Inspector Troy, how you grant this child a picture of House Manderville. Papa Hildy. Hold on, it's come on to kick in.
Papa Hildy. Papa Hildy.
My father, it's so beautiful. I fucking again that one joke itself isn't the best, but overall exquisite. Quite. No, you Felix, you're afraid to show you more of our fair city. Indeed, I sure like to do so. Perhaps a greater race I will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmund. No, not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful servant, my beloved son, bear us away. I would not pursue the question of your side, but confound it all. I cannot deny the moment. I'm still with the mind to observe the blasted thing. He thought you were gonna ask why Edmund put up with this, went along with this shit. His son is hale and healthy as ever. Presume man on our fast, and certainly not without consent. Helping out a friend's kid. Edmond, you continue to be fucking rad as shit. And the best goddamn noble in this goddamn city. That was just such a fun little fucking thing. I love it. How long was the stand around for that moment to sing possibly ago? God, look at all them habits. I've seen to the wall on building before. Inside of the state, they were to rival House Manderville. I don't think that's an estate specifically. I think that's the Inquisition's place.
Making conversation with someone going for the quest too. That was fun shit. Yeah.
Oh, Kala agrees wholeheartedly with me. No, Kiki. Okay, yeah, the person I was going for the quest was agreed. I love having little moments when you're clearly going through a fun little quest alongside someone else. Oh my god, you surely get the one that work of Ishgardi and Exodus just like with yourself. And then of House Durin Metzelsfot. Durin Metzelsfot there. We do not fill the Marmet's head with such honor that supreme sacred tribunal of Helic Equestrian Doctrine. I should know, I worked there. When I'm certain there is no House Durin Metzelsfot there. And there's a right to this portfolio, the four houses, including the same house which recently stood as your witness. Buggy, do you remember anything? Nothing. Well, I say, rather than praying him before rails, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let's make our way to Holy Stable so he might bask in the singular sight, sound, and smells of Ishgard's famous chocobos. And then they waved, and they were gone. Okay, I might see him when I run over there. Or not, I'm going to be taking a quick detour to do more Scholastic stuff since I'm in the same area. But yeah, that was just a great moment. I really just love the tiny little detail of having Edmond come to the rescue. So that ain't him. I thought he had ripped him. He looked kind of similar, but nope. Edmond is understandably one of the most beloved characters in the Ishgard storyline. Pawn of the arch traitor. Vain. I have the pleasure to see you. To the angels who should in charge of keeping order at the Scholastic. To the building inspector Briarden and his associate Haru Fox. Briarden. Why did I have so much trouble saying that for? Father Briarden. The rather appropriate to us your service in our time of needs. I trust that Father Briarden is right. He's our humble seminary. He's the owner of Scott's first Ishgard's finest clergy for centuries, and countless holy men and women who have served in the highest echelons of the Holy See, whom were spared a person of and so some sky in war they perpetrated, some might say. Yeah, well, wait, good to add that back last part in. Need some might say, and they would not be entirely mistaken. Only with exception parade by our ships, we did not unwillingly sustain it to our soul. Wow, that's a lot more than I would have expecting. Holy shit. The idea that we willingly set into false precepts is, of course, preposterous and contrived. Some relief, it's true, and those self-interest view our instructors and students as targets for the misguided anger. It's paramount to learn that we restore faith in teaching. How we do regain trust in the common when our own seminarians are avoiding childish squabbles. Pay attention regarding the term evaluation system. Practically, it's but one facet. Some have also been stated until we complete our own painstaking review of the curriculum. Have taken leave, and while the more dedicated have taken it upon themselves to conduct the independent work to demonstrate their merits. We cannot allow this situation to continue indefinitely. Graduation is approaching, and we must take our recommendations to your classes provide, and not how they will be evaluated. Rather that they understand how they will be evaluated, but have no faith that our methods produce a fair result. Not without merits, I must confess. I expect that some might be driven to middle from systems to their advantage. I expect some have already tried. But this is why we brought to the outside observers, Inspector Riot and Hierophux. If anyone engaged in a scrupulous favor, I should have brought to an end at once. May the fairy guide you in your task. Alright, she's not more on the up and up than I was giving credit. She's probably still a bastion of the old guard, but well. But she's not outright on the side of someone who would have sided with in secret with the with the traitors from before. And then before they might tell us about what him father says. In addition to teaching the fundamentals of it, I oversee fundraising for students of underprivileged students. I didn't notice them there. To help you, I think maybe would not do the justice. Just keen to know them yourselves. I feel the same in which people speak in front of their structures, not the same as amongst themselves. Counseling, they have minded their etiquette and are not but cordial to me. I can recommend one of my students who is quite vocal. You can try to get the Dormitory Prefectory, Archimambodian. Social affairs. He may also be given to insight into what they talk about. And yeah, yes, Soror boy, son of House Simsol, as I recall. Peter Session, sister girl, given his duty and status. I don't trust that motherfucker as far as I could throw him. Which, given I'm the warrior light and a warrior player, might seem like it's pretty far, but like, okay, correction. I don't trust that motherfucker as far as Taru could throw him. It's interesting to go in between the max silliness and this more serious storyline, but I feel it works only because we're doing this with Brigadian, Burden. I don't know why I keep going Brigadian. I don't trust this fucker either one of these fuckers as far as I can throw him. Saki is helping the inspector now. Yeah, that should be make it obvious why you're talking to them with ballet. But brandishing weapons is frowned upon by night, that's unless they essentially more trouble. The inspector has only to resolve troublesome situations, not create them. And ask your well-being and expectation for the future. I am not brandishing an argument. I am always armed, yes, but I am not brandishing it. If I was brandishing it, I would be pointing it at you. Or someone else, really. Said that my student inspector draws her on its only solve. Yeah, we already read that. No, that's supposed to have this, I'm sure. Well, I, la brassa de fafant of house bunfot. That's himself, but you Archibald the Dunsmall. Privates, let's call it plastic dormitory. We are responsible for keeping the peace between our fellow seminarians. Last I checked, you were the source of the biggest fucking issue here, so I already tell the problem here. But you're not a foreigner who went to evaluate falsehoods? Evaluation the entire curriculum? Yes. Solution that. And for what? Every great nation is surrounded by the path, and they go all that. And so each was built on a foundation of lies and blood. Yes, and one of the greatest sins they make is fucking covering those fucking lies up. So they might not be able to address them and recover and build to a better future. Not they elite should not learn these mistakes. But we who observe the shepherds, the people's ideas of a duty to maintain order for preservation and nutrition. Cast aside his father's cart when it has put the broken wheel. It's got more than a broken fucking wheels. Those cart is filled to the rim with rock. The fact that you regard the wheel breaking off is the only issue, is just how blind you are. Or how much it benefits you that rock remains. The Archibald says much so support a more radical approach, listening when he's a young student running about trying for information. They're quite active in continuing to see things their way. How have you fared? Probably a daunting task, but you seek comfort and consistency. You know, the task was bring back to who took leave. Why not let our results determine how progressive they are? I don't trust these guys to have an objective fucking opinion on anything going on with this class. One of the competitors who were most blatantly cheating as it's put. Oh deal. Smiling Seminarian. I'm sorry, what the hell? Oh, okay, sorry. I got the names mixed up. I don't have a problem with her outfit outside the fact that it's cold and her back and shoulders must be frigid. But because I thought that was the Smiling Seminarian, which is not the outfit I was expecting a Seminarian to wear. And a lascivious lass, huh? Looks like the Seminarian was up for some fun. You two come here, come and speak to them. Let's go with the fellow. What? I just. Oh, okay. Never mind. They're both swooning over him. It's not my attention. I'd rather you not interrupt it. Ah, a new exotic flower graces her present day. Well met, my dear. What am I, chopped? What am I, chopped liver? Me until you showed up. Yeah, I've expected Briarden. I'll let me do. I'm Tremrex the Mottingay. You asked me simply by my first name, Pram. Excuse me, it's gonna be here to serve how we go printing trunks from Mary's return. Means let me show you how it's done. I find many other students rather intimidating, but thanks to Tremrex, I'm returning to my studies. We were just discussing the responsibility of Highborn to redress the imbalance. Of the fury is love will all men receive. By the balance of his sphere, all will be set free. In volume 11, the 72 articles of Holanity. Wonder her ever watchful gaze, huh? Reach the halls and trends once more. Now my favorite's mine own gaze. You know it always spared in that tome. Oh Jesus! You did not sign for at link to it, but I cannot wait. You once of I am banished. That's massive, but that tome. So around to the continents become these days, but it's not surprising it would go missing. And you've convinced me. Yeah, I think you should have done it straight away. Yeah, I don't think that's a particular method usable by most people. A charming pretty boy convincing the girls to come back to the place is the style, yeah. That's right, one must seize the contact upon one's acquaintance. Ping ping, wouldn't you agree, my dear? I am out of your league, bud. Accidentally clipped through his dialogue, but still appropriate. Tone down the flirting. I am not one of your blushing schoolmates, easily swayed by whatever you say. Ooh, nice outfit. Oh, same on set and lay. I see here, fighting a good fight, lady. Lee? Oh, hello, Haru. Lee and I were just about to visit our friend in Foundation, trying to return to our studies. Since we aren't held in high regard right now, in order to fix, I made sure of that. How about my friends come back to this outfit? Then and we can strive for high marks together. In the arguments over here is that we are just as worthy of any high-born clergy that we won't song to all be well in Ishgard. Oh, you do have some sense there. Then in his Christ street this guy next door. No one will ever listen to us. Let them take the Trinity. Not think of it that way, Lay. Let us fucking bring back as many people as we can. Ah, god damn it. He was probably gonna make something snarky about fucking Lane his nonsense, his naivety or something like that. Even though honestly, that's probably the thing that's gonna get him better graded than Lay. Since he's not treating it like a power move. Sure, he understands the importance of getting the Trinity for, you know, his cause, but oh, okay, I should go back to this class ticket. Oh, never mind, I'm already here. Patience, so much cherish, never sin. Such noble creatures, chocobos. How many hustling days did I pass in saddle racing across the windswept plains? If I want that haircut, I'd have to eat plums, raw fruits, and pounds. How many? Ah. Funny reference. Hold on. That fucking. Oh, that must be the Ishgardian coverings. That's actually a pretty cool covering. I like the horned helmet. Hold on, folks. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Had an interruption, and I was reminded I paused, didn't do this for story bits, and then boop boop. So we gotta do this now since I forgot about it. Controller flip. Oh no, not controller flip. Some doing something for deep foot filter. That'll be different.
What we got now? I can't have both of these out at the same time. So the first conflicting ones. Since this was the result of me screwing up, we're going to go ahead and do another wheel spin. Actually, no, I'm stupid. You know what I should do? We're mulliganing this. We're doing the 20 minutes of the first voice filter. No. We're going to do and then do 20 minutes after. I forgot I set that ruling. Anyways, we're on deep, so. Anyways, GG. Cutscene time. Splendid specimen. The only people I've ever heard call it their Doma. Huh. Kind of humorous. Now you're in hands of sculpture, one of them could take first place with the salsa. For the Spanish guy, any temple who dared exploit them for post name would answer the fury herself. I mean, it makes sense he'd bring that up, though. That does from the salsa. That's probably where the breeding circles first started there. But, how about you, G? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Should have sniffed the circles. It might help. It did. God, that's just funny. Yeah, just because you found him in a Quantian site doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. So we have to try to take him to the markets where they do all manner of goods from across the excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. I now complicit in this farce. Fury, forgive me. You get used to it. But I want one. Buy me a chocobo, please, father. What about that anything staring at us? Geek. Am I that strange looking? Nah, you're right. You look fantastic. Down. Then again, I should remind myself, there's always, but the last one that did have some good serious heart moments of thanks to silliness. Go and switch fetch a HighPriest and Olda. Consider hesitating ahead of me. It used to be so simple Friday occasion. The correct what was my mental episodes, but now it's an episode? Perfect for the design episode. Give it a name, get to myself. Oh, I wonder what I get. Fucking goddamn it, Mashu. Gotta love Mashu. Gotta love all these idiots. Why bother? It's no use. Now, Narky, you must not give it to spirits. Sticky spirits. Oh no. You broke it. I don't think Dad's here to fix that one. Holy, why have you forsaken me? Why are you acting like this is wrong for you? You're not the one in charge of fucking, Oh, what's that? Oh, would you look at that? He, certainly did something there. And of course, it's a very fun visual effect. Yep. Did I do that? Oh, hold on. I got that right. Did I do that? Sorry. That phrase triggered memories of a show I watched. Eva, that was nice. Your first one, Arson. Just like Mama. Papa held these, Papa. That Gilbert man who woke you up with a few gin taps and noggin. What else he can do with a hammer of his? Why, some folks say he wields the very power of life and death. I wield the very power of life and death. What do you do not need its power in the mere pocket. The miracle of Emmanuel, acknowledge it! This Manderville. I say so, 1 million. Hey, 1 million gil. Telling no more, I know you mean well, but I am a Marmet. You're my son, you're a Manderville, Mom. Yeah, you're a Manderville girl, though, through and through. Fucking idiots. Stop it. Both of you, you're not my papa or my mama. Since I'm all past that exactly heresy rigors, can't be allowed to fall into the wrong hands. I'll check into sanitation. And so can I. He's fighting out with Scott and him thinking he's a mammoth. I mean, Bob thinks it. But he is a mammoth! Can you hear that? Oh. Thank you for accepting what you're doing. It's going to be really better for you. Because you never hear that man, right? I mean, I believe it. I believe that Marmet is their kid. You mean when he said that's population? He thinks I'm his mama. Yeah, he hasn't actually called you that yet, huh? The measure of a mammoth. Okay, that was a Star Trek reference. Which I didn't get when I watched this when Let's Play. I probably didn't even know the name of the one, but even then I don't think I had. No, I did by that point. Was I caught up with TNG? Point is, TNG reference. Dealing with the robot data. That's what I'd say. Love should spend time space and definitions of man and machine. Of course, if I would never did wrong. Simply solving it's a child adventure be easy for a man who's like mass teams, defeated duelists, and led armies of the undead. This is all wait, actually don't tell me, for all I read is finding the map. Bishop Lenny, you got to take in a fan extreme, after which we will rip and share our findings. Dismissed. Oh wow, the correct charge there, sir. But yeah. Okay, so the Hildy, XP, I haven't, gone anything nailed down besides the most vague vagaries. Charisma, con and strength, I believe would be the ones to go. Don't even bother with the likes of hints, because again, maybe not have it be some sort of esoteric manual. Maybe have it be spellcasters for dummies that he treats like it's the most difficult to read manually ever. The point is, play up the gag, but fully embrace the goofball. He was now inside this glass ticket. Oh, this is what make me nervous. Is bringing people back the only point of the fucking competition? And then, oh shit, nope. Skip cutscene. Decline. I can still talk to everybody. This guy's quite the smile on his face. Could it be that he was able to get more students than us? I don't know, I didn't actually see how well you did. I did everything I could, even if I cannot guide them all that stuff. I'm glad some of your peers came back. And that is why I think I'm going to judge you best, because, well, you didn't get the out there, you were doing it solely to try to help return your students to this. And it's quite amazing for their experience managing their care. And that's the result of them. Being put out the door, I'm looking forward to the results. Vanessa, seeing it down for our so I must say I'm trying to have nothing to worry about. And it's see how competitive these students truly are. Yeah, see some of my students so disgusting. Sister Canelli, the floor is yours. Aunt, Josh got in. Now somebody about spaceship, you should have said to come home. She's clapping for him, oh my god. Let's like one student each. Jen guided two back into our arms. Meanwhile, Jen shit, I think, was talking about the clapping. So, one student each. These three students were in, must just it's work all of you. That does bring up a question. What from us? Since Penrex was return. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh, is it true? Are we missing someone from the count? It's from Restaurant from the Scottish Valley. It's not also actually she led it to our speed. So like, oh, that girl was swooning over his every fucking attention. You made her fucking leave. Yeah, she said she was so long and dark as a holic piety. That's like she made him to the solution with the face. Yeah, that's bullshit. He said that's never that last book. I was quite interested in the volumes. Other than volumes fit equal under her ever watchful gaze better. Yes, but shouldn't pretend to not exist. And the victim of acid, I should have expected at your hands. We had said it because we did not share her views. What rot? He said your house is something your house is such basically saying ready waiting for remain of your house to dishonor. I yield, good sir, I yield. I like qualities of the honorable Lord Shan says which enable to live such very well. But I must warn her in pressure by walking through the learning hall saying excerpts from the volume 11. I even did that, my like quality has been missing for some time now. You know, sorry, if one had taken the worst hot, that we split on the first not so easily run. Would you not agree? Ooh. Like, it's a 6 and there's like a wise, listen to the way. He whooped your asses with that one. He whooped your asses and shamed you. If we have message to them, which one send to us? It's possible that we overcome these trials and tribulations and move forward with a single vision of the future. Yeah, you guys. Sure, the interested in the control service. Who draws this explanation? Perhaps it's worthy of attention? Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious what's going on there. It's like the paper told us off on our but knowing her patch setting teacher something is a miss. Oh, you actually do pay attention. And that tells I no doubt vying for a high score it seemed the dormitory makes him on top on this time. Yeah, well, I wonder fucking why. Could it be they're abusing the power? Would you present when Comics spoke Scylla? Oh yeah, no, she was basically searching after him. There's no fucking way she turned back. She was pretending to get rid of his husband. They're not listening to the Scholastic. Why should she decide to withdraw? With all but accused of having had it, as well as this since Spy 11. And slighted spoken anger, perhaps what the situation does merit further investigation. It's the tome that's missing that also talks about how all of you are supposed to be equal and not, you know, highborn or actually not being inherently better. But if I do this inspector, I'm shocked if I might avoid review my paintings media to have them have the set Raymond's Cathedral. Why me in private? More than meets her eye. I mean, they're blatantly untrustworthy rat fucks. I don't know what anyone's here is expecting. They couldn't try harder to fuck things over. Man, this stuff never really leaves the bloom. Or not room, foundation. It never really leaves the pillars. I'm calling it the foundation and room. God, I'm ugh. Ah, Somerset and Lay. How much have necessary truly for them? That's it. Were they ready to bring the most students back to Scotland? They surely have a word with words. Why did I have such skill? I mean, honestly, I really wish I could just bring in my leverage with that. Your grandfather would be deeply disappointed with you right now. Oh, Derek, he's a good friend of mine. He's also good friends with a dragon, too. Do you know that? I think he's a lot more open-minded than your ass ever was. So that they were able to bring them up to they have way with words. Yeah, it's a skill. They have the skill is being asses. Sickheads sometimes. All sense will make our lives living hell. At least Faunus, son of Faunus, understands the stakes. Okay, so you're not an idiot. You're actually seem to be smarting on the sides of the lower class, then, huh? Thanks, shucks. Your head is my two specifics, Summerfront and Lay. Not my counsel request of infancy, so I have been more than willing to oblige him out that I ensure all students are given equal opportunity. Definitions of the highborn students, after all. Not what Archibald and Lover said to you. It's of a fellow highborn student, do not. That it should come itself side table, disagreeing against them with whatever means at their disposal. Do you believe that the less fortunate students lack the potential to become great clergymen, but Summerfront and Lay can obtain high marks to secure the places within the Trinity through their hard work and virtue? At least would be proved wrong. Pretty well to see, what difference would make? Those who disagree will not be swayed, and those who certified will be reluctant to speak about of fear for reprisals. But now, as you are fearless, don't flinch in the face of threats. Have your city who fits such a description. Shamrock was willing to tell him to shut the fuck up, and he did it by outwording them too. That's why he's treating everyone the same. And that's on that assembly. Highborn, letcha. Shifts out his head to get him to stay awake for the ones he tends to say, why you adapt? If he didn't say it, I wouldn't even want it. Okay, well, the guy's a he's not that per. Okay, per's probably the wrong word. The guy's a flirt. Who thinks he's Casanova, and is unfortunately a little bit of a, and not entirely wrong on that front. But he's not, doesn't seem to be a terrible person. In fact, for all he came across as like he was flirting. Seems to be actually very personally invested in Ula being driven out. So he clearly still cares about the people he's flirting with as people. And much the same, he seems to treat you two as, no different than him. It's mismanagement. So that said, he spoke out up against Don, unless half Ula. He might believe the same for you two. But not to Chuck City and Highbone. Thought he says he didn't trust him, or to act like him. If you burn that book, I burn you. I'm not putting that one down. He talks about not trusting the Ironborn, but he's honestly putting himself in a lot of the same positions here. Here, look, I'll find out this, but you're on your own as friend box. No, sir, we can't be too careful, especially I was trying to make my new pillars in his usual spot. Yeah, his usual spot of looking. So it's not going anywhere, that's right. I can tell you if it's much anyway. You just figure out something that's at the time to the place. I mean, he's not just here for a scholarly grade, he's here for help. I understand that you'd much rather be chatting her up, but, that's just my feel, but he seems rather annoyed. Thank you for saying everything, leave it to me. The same way it was, but yeah, sorry, we'd be more pressing matters than to do. Yeah, but it always be like my those later passwords were based on principles of, right, how adorable. The picture of those soft, supple cheeks, a little, come on, darling. For this privacy. I know that room is good for whatever it is you're about, freckles. No, I can't help. It's just him, so I'm not giving out being explained full, so I'm not leaving aside until he hears me out. The counterpoint is this guy is, in fact, absolutely more interested in getting his back on than, like, he was very offended about what happened with Ula and everything. But, yeah, he's a flirt, but he seems to actually care about the girls he's, flirting with, at least somewhat. Ah, nice little spot for some fun, huh? Bro, she's got a knife, and he's tied up. Looks like the lascivious lass wasn't so mischievous after all, and just, she wasn't looking for some fun, she was looking to bag him in a very different way. I wonder if she was so angry about having him hit in front of. I'll be persistent. The guy is like, since you listen to me this time and leave us me. Is that what you think? Don't worry, correct. I'm not suspecting you as being in the femdom. If that's what you're fucking worried about, which it sounds like. I think you're barking up the wrong tree if you know who have any idea who I am. Say, it seems we can let this matter peacefully. We sure we can. And so long as you don't trust on silly, we can't cut his throat. And as long as you don't give me a reason to put a bullet through your head. And with the type of gun power I'm wielding, I don't think you'd have much head left. So it was pretty hard to take person out of here. He's trying to get them to go away. Come on, y'all, summon a watch. She did, here's us. I say, I'm not here, she can't stick on herself. I've hit this famous life, and so be it. Oh, her family was wrong, but she was wronged by his family then? Oh, not a lot. On your fucking spies in the hell I thought. Any famous or some such. It's a mile on the bed now. Mile on the center floor. Then that's about house shot. Her house shot must be redeemed. Then shall have it. Not was his life. It keeps on those to kill our family from one-time photos. For him to rest your grievances with coin. This was not sent for her. I offer myself hostage in his place that he might be free to secure some efficient ransom. Have you gone mad? This is you. This any I don't have beds in your pipe. That's a different class. The sins of our fathers. Making sure art whole again. And I cannot do it without you. Oh my god, the little something lip quiver. Oh my god. So yes, ability. Here's to the yes now. Then come on, I want to tie someone up. I wonder if he knew what was going on. Nah, he was a flirt. Typical flirt. You know like this. Yeah, down Oxley's way, or else your friend will pay the price. Understand? You don't worry about me. That's what I'll live with him. That's not with my fairy tale seats and Atlas and Highlands. You should your ransom. You're right here until I'm done. If you don't come back quickly, it's going to on my side. Perfect. Is that clear? That's really freckles. Do not do anything else reckless. Beth, go with me. We're not going to go for all this trouble, only be veiling with fans in the back. Let's make haste. This is honestly pretty good for you, because, like, I would have fucking reduced your entire upper body to a smear with my drill. Okay? Anyways, let's go check by the founder. We finally have reason to leave this Scholastic. We'll go somewhere eventually. So if I was a wide brim hat, hi, bro here. Well, passage on a slide ship for bound. They must have given it once. One of them, what was name's off? Yeah. Well, Tiffany, it's not by the main gates. Yeah, you left by this one. Actually, I've not seen matching its description. Okay, that's very take me. Wait, we saw that freezing pit of despair. Yes, I will follow him and find it and embrace him as my son once. Oh, it's time for us to switch, things. I got so caught up, I actually fucking... I'm stupid. I'm stupid. It's fine.
You got extra time to filter. I'm sorry, the funds like far beyond the modern center. There's but one reason even within those frozen wastes. So I cast this right into the winds. Really? See the way from Island. The ropes of religion, but king, and he was in fact a lot. Well, I think he remembered what he was for his purpose, so he returned to Mexico, spared man for heresy. Where first we found him. Oh, bastard, sir, so then the identity. A lot of that cinema control, everything will sink to heresy. You're just as much silly bugger as everyone else here. Very highly by the little girl. It's awful. My son now starting to anyway, so smoothly. I think we should please, sir, simply bring around an opinion of Dee in the boy of your back and good thing. They all say he's not sure. I love these fucking buffoons. Western Corsa. Western Highway thing at once. I forget how many parts there are, segments that are on Hildebrand Quest. I think 3 or 4. Let's go back to the original. There was the prologue that introduced Hildebrand and restoration of Hildebrand. We did that here. There was the second part 2, which was the beginning of the greater plot. Part 3, part 4. Yeah, there were 3 parts of searching for treasures and so on, and then a 5th conclusion part. 5 parts. I just want to know how big these are. The fuck is that? That one's fine, a thing. I'm going to go, Okay, well, I think they're done with this. I'm gonna go ahead and go back and do what I'm doing then. I thought a giant monster, I was gonna have that, but that was interesting and weird. Hey! Okay, that's where your old place was, products. Okay. Maybe, Sam's better not fuck me. But, hold on, keep it on. Spray right here, I can keep watching better than my face. Oh shit. That third shot is wicked cool. It's doing the same thing as the first. No, the third one isn't even shooting it. It's shooting out things that then charge up to blast it. Ah. Great, I love it. Hold on, the fuck am I doing? I forgot to bring out my fucking companion. I wasted a chance to get him to make good strong EXP. God damn it, I'm stupid. I will keep on that. Let's pray if I'm still alive and well. Oh, no. Not how I want. Yeah, time for another wheel spin. $20 spots? Looks like 20 spots. Well, I'll get up in a moment. Let me just... Wait, what? Oh, god damn it. It was down there the entire time. I just didn't notice it. I just didn't even notice that. I was like, it must be over here somewhere. Nope. I just need to keep moving. Not quite where anything, but I'm dealing with mouse issue. We'll talk to these two first. What are those tiny footprints? Oh no, those tiny footprints everywhere. He came this way. Yeah, I even had our footprints are at all. They're made by one of those clockwork minions. God, look how stupid these guys are. Hold on, folks, I need... Got 10 more months left. In those books, by the way. Not that that was look sad, not so there. Been fire captain the company of heretics. Why can't you tell me for that? I got a company actually looks like spare. I told him she doesn't want any. Oh my fucking god. It's okay. I didn't tell her that much, but they had chicken pox. And that's been nacho. He must be here to make his grandparents. 10 ounce. When he declared you were not his father, and his father's making for friends. No, free direct, the man of the Americans. Really can't be bothered. That's sure. Sir, you're not winning this fucking one. That's enough. Let's get some more combat to feed my butt. Please. Oh my god, he really did run into Bert and Julianne having a snowball fight. Oh my god. Come on, you gotta do better than that. Pow, right in the kisser. And the snowball fight has also decimated the local cyber population. Spent lives much of themselves like they make them small and round, something small and round, traveling at high speed. Yeah, he got walls by they got walls by a snowball coming at from their grandparents. Well, Gigi found. Let's pick our friend up. My head. Oh, Kiki. You wanted to have soul for your hands. You should have said so earlier. Hatfield was very worried about though. He's glad that you were unharmed. It would seem you were struck by so much like those sacks. There, are you sure they're rich? The two of us sign up. So all that you're trying to fucking kill something. God, I love this ridiculous family. There's no less flight from the experience. Expect that to no less flight from the experience. He always behind me, isn't he? And Gunner just moved over and started squatting right behind him. Even when dressed actually appropriately for the snow. Godbert is still not covering his thighs. That is hilarious. But good fortune, the cross paths up with you lot, so they can be for not taking call their grandparents. So Grandpapa Godbert, Grandpapa Godbert. Mama Nashu says you wield the house of life and death. I beg of you, Grandpa Godbert, grant me the life. Make me a real boy. Ah! Dude, they were Pinocchioing it. He was Pinocchio. I will endure my verdict. I must become a real boy. Probably the right call. Then let us begin. Good body. It is everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpa Godbert. Thank you. Alright, guide my hammer. Woo! That's your first spin. You built your friends on up big. Papa Hildy. I'm a Manderville man. Proper. Hey, come, my son. Come here. Let me have a look at you. Aww. Papa Hildy. Kiki. Alright, I'm jumping to go.
I'll just do the robot voice manually. Unfortunately, that voice filter is a pain in the ass to use, so it's just not worth it. It takes too long. That doesn't look like a hug. Yeah, right off a chip off Grandpa's block. Ah! Did you know? Oh, there's a suplex card, and it has you fucking doing it to a train. Look at that! I'm so happy to be greeted as in the way of a Manderville man. Yeah, that brings back some memories. Papa Hildy, oh dear, who could have done such a thing? Why did it accidentally use whatever it was on himself? Hey, it's just like the Vitalian marks restored to its original form. Ah. But he didn't want his original form. Poor little man. Gigi, my boy, I want further consideration. I believe this body may suit you best. It is, how should I put this, more manageable and much more adorable. How can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a Marmet? Your Mandervilles, it'll work out. But the other time, why didn't you say so? A Manderville is more flesh than more than mere flesh and bone. He is bigger, compassion and honor. And for all the seasons, you may be you man or machine, it makes no difference. Hey, I'll owe you a moment. Look me in the eye and say, "Nay, I'm a Manderville Marmet." I love these goofuses. I love these goofus, silly goopers. I love them. That's the way we. Well, I forget if I can say that, but after this first hand, I am formally adopted Kiki as my son and ward of House Manderville. Ye gods, I knew he was fond of the moment. He said that woman, our son's gone and got himself a son. Grandpa Godbert, Grandpa Godbert. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandpa, it's now Grandpa Godbert, Grandmama Julian. It's Grandpa Godbert, Grandmama Julian. Things are grander than becoming Grandma Esme. I think third words were unpleasantly received. What's so bloody grand about it? Yeah, I figured Julia would be less than pleased with being called grandma because of old. A bloody buggering man since I made some sense of my beloved boy. Ah, poor Kiki. Or no, I think was like right now. Shit, yeah, she is a. Yeah, that's far worse than a dark night, my friend. You faced the fiercest warrior out there, the Dark Chef. I love these guys. Only man, the whole damn lot of them. Step at a time. You'll get there. And who the fuck are these lot? Well, both of these that require us to return to the Foundation. So we will. With this, I think we'll be finishing off the Hildebrand, the next Hildebrand part. And also, it's right. Now that the cutscene's over, let's do this properly, yeah? And we wrapped up here. God, I keep forgetting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Had a moment where I lost balance for a bit there. There we are. 20 squats. Alright, so let's wrap this up and then I'll go over there. Please just have it. However, I mean, it was problematic because of everything to do with your organization. But don't worry, sure you'll get there for your stupidity. This key seems to take its quest covers very from himself only to the life as a Manderville Marmet. When he hit the case alongside his starting father. However, restored the vase itself to its original form. So not clearly, but his are unlike anything I've ever seen before. Yep, and that ends case 2. So far, we aren't having a much of a next time with these. More like a everyone who appeared, the woman in her vase, GG in all its forms. See you later, Inspector, and just a tiny hint for what will come. No, nothing. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh, this one's literally at the portal. No, let's start it. The only man who is yet to drink from the well of madness. Hey, before me is proof that her only spots one day. Years since sorrow. Before you say anything to run screaming terror, I pray you hear me out. These seem now missing presumed dead knights of the heaven's ward. Themed now missing and presumed dead knights of the heaven's ward. Now, since all the have returned to the capital since all the unpleasant again, heroes of these honored sirs walking the streets. I'm sorry, fucking what? Yeah, they're dead because I fucking killed them all. That's what I say, and the command to get them out, we will need all help we can get, which means, here, take me, certain individuals' serendipity. So if I don't think him out, he'd like to show up in the worst possible time anyway. So I'll be on our turn, so goodbye on that boy. Marmet! Alright, yeah, he seemed immensely enjoying why I asked you to come. Minister seemed to be enjoying Metro, so yeah, I'll be your liaison for Hildy Land. Pray something, I'm afraid you make me beg. This way will be last to prove my works with her if I can. Do 4 times mana. Hey, 7th. I mean, if that's not moving him. Well, we got you your money. I don't know how long these 2 quest lines are, but I think they'll be done by at least next week. I'm afraid that if I find that skin out this one to keep warm, then now then hand it over. Maybe if you had a jacket or something to cover up those shoulders and back. I'm not surprised. You walk around dressed like this in Ishgard. Look, you look fantastic. You look amazing, but it's freezing. Here you are. So much never swifter than me. Your people's reasons. Sorry, what's found raped. On behalf of the past one today, I'm truly sorry. So, what did your family do to provoke this, man? What did your father do? Here, and what have you got something inside? Swear I'll leave you alone for a moment. Never in danger of that. I prayed to the fairy, and my hand was cram returned to me. To have you involved in my personal affairs, that to me would not be enough to sate the small folks' source for vengeance. I too lost my heart, so if you ever need to speak about it, you can find me as a friend. But the correct favor to lead. So he raised the great levies to send to the front lines. So his spies, but of his subjects, eventually his own. Spot came to resent his demands for service, and when the truth of the war was revealed, they revolted. The man had gone, and my father and 5 brothers perished at the hands. Yeah, here's our first bit of direct statement about how a lot of people responded in Ishgard to this shit. The people who his family lured over turned on them and put them to the sword. All 5 of his brothers. I don't even know how guilty the rest of them were, but his father definitely. But it's like many of them could be considered truly innocent of his father's crimes. But that didn't stop him from killing them all and then trying to do the same to the last survivor. Since the way I pretty sure I died with them. Taking on poor falling you see, and since I was there, I decided to leave to make my own way. I hopes of becoming bishop, bringing on to myself and my family, and now. No, it's just saying on what could have been. This is the future. And to make it sure to whole again. Everyone's secretary, you must help me see, that, Theo. Consider me your friend and ally. Yeah, I see you're a little hard on him. Graham, how sad. Theo may bring about lasting change. Well, that's not ourselves. I'll take this with the and the spirit or our fears. No one will listen to us. I don't even explain how we're supposed to get teeth on the Trinity. I really built on day and last. Besides, we still have plenty of time to work something out. See, I know you wouldn't take this seriously. Calm yourself, Lay, and keep an open mind. Now, let's return to our next course of action. Oh, no, Inspector looking at the cathedral. He wished to speak with you regarding his investigation, I believe. Hopefully he had found drummed up proof about. Alright, what you found, Riordan? Well then, my associate. And then make you a bad person. So to the house next, finding victims for the misdeeds of father. That the situation peacefully resolved peacefully. I got that line backwards. Yeah, it's been less productive, unfortunately. He was all out the story which was so it's classic, but I can't find her anywhere. If it's volume 11, which contains the Catholic selling the virtues of equality, girls vanished without trace. I'm more worried about what they did to the girl. It's just deliberate intent. Someone maybe it's in turn a continuous state of affairs instead of end or so. To what end? For 1,000 years, a sickness. Hold on. For 1,000 years, a sickness has ravaged our city. It has festered within the hearts and minds of our citizens and our clergy, especially. Treating it will be a long and arduous process, but altogether a necessary one. Our role in this process is clear: to diagnose the roots of this classic elements. If malicious forces are at work, then it is our duty to see justice done. You're a great guy, Riordan. In a time of rest, when the light that shoots lots of righteous should look to one of her guides, they might walk in her grace. That they might walk in her grace. Back to school. Alright. Shit, that's got a title too? Mammateer. Ah, that's for follow type minions. Okay. Hey now, you're an all-star. And yeah. Nice. Raiden appears to be lost in thought. Divine reckoning. If it isn't my most trusted associate, back on the field. As the scene for itself, change of sweeping ritual in the veil, which once friend the smother the heart and mind of our people is slowly but surely being lifted. Tis as if our fantasy has been more news. Large part thanks to you, which is to say our problems have come not to say our problems, and no. In the level Heimer goes on, growing more facetious by the day. Fractious by the day. Facetious, what the fuck? Really that someone is trimming the flames of hatred to form for their own ends. I'm convinced now more than ever that all that sudden strength alongside that volume element of articles like Buddy is no mere coincidence. In it, after all, we're passionate of equality among men. This one was probably meant to be done after 3.2. Who is responsible? What their turn might be, I cannot say. These things will no doubt require that we first find the missing girl, and at the moment, our best hope of learning her whereabouts may rest on securing the fate of the book. As such, I shall continue searching for any clue which might lead us to the missing tome. I may say you trouble students for any information they might have on the that can find out if they have witnessed any unusual occurrences around this class, anything at all. But let's be about it. Hold on. Becco, may allow me to show you inside. Give me one, I'm just checking a thing real quick. I have to talk to everybody. Let's start with the asshole. Labressa. So some were shocked by the news of this. Everybody was like talented to show the story. It's all for the best. Yeah, of course. What I want, the trolls. Yeah, I was thinking that they're, as important as you highborn fucks. How many times today? So it was not quite into leaving. She abducted, nor did she die from facetious disease. That reason not only died of it, it's difficult to understand. Given that you're a rat fucking bastard, from a family of nearly entirely rat bastards who have done nothing but cause pain and misery for the people of Ishgard. From my perspective, I don't fucking trust you. 11 seemed to listen to people, so she would stay up until all hours reading them. Till away, and I take up with the revolutionary. Ah, and now they're pretending that she's gone and joined the revolutionaries. Except, of course, the revolutionaries are actually, you know, not taking up the violent ways. And I would have wanted her to stay here. Her seniors told me she'd been doing something called lung rot, that she was too weak to attend any other classes. Thinking back, I did hear her coughing from time to time, but I had no idea it was anything so serious. Hey, it's strange, I've seen Lay's attitude towards Trump. Who wrote him? Why, he's even went to initiate a conversation the other day. He spoke to me, it's true, but so that I found out he hates me very slightly less than he values Ola's safer term. Do it justice. Hey, no, check, Lee. I'm lucky if I get a simple good morning from her. So she had to say it like my woman. She had a girl. Used to talk to them like that. Oh yeah, shit. That girl isn't just men. That girl is fucking got it bad. She is down bad for him. Back, Mrs. Fox. What a pleasant surprise to see you. I thought I'd be of service to you this day. Hello, and the girl must be found and persuaded to return to her studies here. They approached me today. Back to Portsmouth, Western Highlands again? We're gonna focus on Hildebrand. I wonder if I've been listening to No One Can Know This, the Final Fantasy retrospective Let's Play podcast. And I once again had to stop because I cannot listen to them talking about how stupidly Cecil is for not being able to comprehend people's writing. Because the version of the game butchers the story to the point that it comes across that way to them. Like, it got so bad at one point, even they couldn't help but look at do a little bit of poking to figure out what the hell is going on actually story-wise. It's the Tower of Prayer being the Tower of Wishes. God, that is such a fucking butcher translation. Why, Papa Hildy? Look, you've been a very naughty girl. You got such favors on becoming a gentleman. Oh really? What is it? I'm becoming a gentleman. What was going on here? Hello, good evening, you. Are you coming as adoring fans or on business? Business, always business, you may rest assured. And I, Hilren, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, at your service. Is it robbery? I'm on a tax evasion. Avoidance. Wait, that's like, that says avoidance. Wait, before I get to that, what's going on here? Hey, man, my little gig, that for my loins. He's your son, but that he is not to be your loins, man. That refers to a very specific kind of reproduction. I tend to make this lovely gazebo naturally as father. It tells me to return to the straight and narrow. Then I'm drawing my family crest for our home. Oh wait, hold on. That's not true. I'm a family crest for our home. Oh yeah, I know you're fond of gazebos. Guess not. Then where's our gazebo, Papa Hildy? Does it have a warm stove with a steaming kettle too? Oh, his only concept of home is a fucking gazebo because his goofball of parents think this is the place that they have to stay. Oh my god. I love this quest. See, we have no need of telescopes to turn on the kitchen with rose eyes, or it's where the red fern grows and the wild rose blooms. I watched that movie. The first one, I mean. You've been sleeping in Lord Edmund's gazebo for how long? Hey, about why I want to live in a gazebo with Papa Hildy and Mama Nashu. It's been dangerous not domesticated. Fucking morons. Indeed, my boy. They are gentle. Oh man, try to trade it out of land. Starts okay. Most probably the only way that was beneath the gazebo? I guess. If that's the case you want, you not go so far. We're currently investigating reports of individuals masquerading as the Knight of the Heavens Ward. And they are masquerading, because I fucking killed them. So unless you got a ghost situation, not to be dismissed, I have encountered one. And I mean ghosts that aren't monsters. I mean actual spooky haunts, guys. Contents are rumored to have several helpless maidens and attempting private parties for small fee. Enjoying the company of these great sirs. When up to 10 pound experiences to be so charming they can discuss them in detail. The assistance man would be greatly appreciated, for each shall receive due compensation. Cinema, Heteran, agent of guardians, and well worse in the way into the fair sex. Dwayne! Sorry, mother dearest. I'm rushing he had departed for older. Yay, more Julianne. And like my beloved boy, they keep playing that being the spectre. I'm gonna fight into a bloody mammoth. Look at that, you're coming on right this instant. In those things, my life's going to be in the picture, and he's my son, he's the Manderville man. Graham. That was Bozzy, so. I mean, I don't know, you pretty seem to have a lot of will yourself. Not to keep it out there, right? Right then, come on. Well, that could have gone better. And worse. Let's not keep them waiting. It'd be interesting to play a very different kind of stupid character than the one I played in my last game. They think this ball so foolish to fall for their trade. From what I heard about these others, the knights were not even a resemblance to Heaven's Ward. I know that I memorized every detail of my dear Sir NFL's face. Oh, where could he be? Dead. I made sure to fucking destroy it. Little fucking shithead. I'm truly at their grace. So gone the way those, I dare not say it. This awful is true. Mayhap I must need, except that he now walks in Hollandaise halls. He does, in fact, walk in Hollandaise halls. I know, because I'm the one who sent him there. But it said, so damn it, I can pay the pants to do to watch shop from. I mean, I think he enjoys the adventure and trying to help people. I mean, he does. Not always in a straightforward way. He helped the woman reconnect with her daughter. I think that's supposed to, you know, why are they so popular with the high-pop ladies? Because this is France, because this is fantasy France, and if it's anything like actual medieval France, which it is, then there's this fucking big thing about chivalrously longing for a man rather than doing things with them, and vice versa. Courtly romance, as I believe. You know, the whole Lancelot and Guinevere thing. With Lancelot, of course, being France's OC, do not steal OC. But who needs that Kaziba? I do. Aw. At least one family can tell us something about you. The thing I think about absolute cunts, they're all quite mad. That's satisfaction. Swift and terrible vengeance. How they put out the leaders and line their pockets with gil. Who I say it? He might allow like a festering sickness they are. I mean, he'd probably also kill you because he's a fucking psychopath. Oh, yes. Pity he did raise this thing. So, very much a pity. Yeah. I guess it just hadn't gone out that I fucking killed a lot of them. Papa Hildy, that grandmama over there is staring at us. He must be careful with his words, is all. Yeah, you have only one grandmother. Say it, and it's really important. Never call her that. Not yet. Promise? Then I find to call Grandma Julian. Greetings, my lady. Oh, I answer you, Trevor. I think I might have to rip your bloody head off and say the word one more time. Like that, Papa Hildy. I think she heard, but she was also willing to tolerate it to not do it again. My face was tense. Have you gained any new information? And in fact, these women score and see the test fake next to every fire of the ring? Well, of course they do. But do I tell me all about what they do if they corner it, so you know the best you can do then? There's fantasy, so you got yourself a Manderville man. Yeah, brother, we only just getting started. The top show lies and deception bound which true side is often unraveled with the tug of a single loose friend. And here, lady, I would beg you but promote to be your time. I tell that young lady we're targeted by the charlatans we seek. Sister, I was thinking about the fuss by those awful men. I mean, I'd to meet Survivor, so when they said I could finally said they for a moment. But when they scuttled me for the matter, and I did the blindfold, and they hit the so-called grand sirs, I screamed and fled into the watch, but the neighbors said they had overheard them speaking about seeking shelter in a place called Idleshire. much participation helps you in your search. Yes, radio. Here and now, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, the rest of these dastardly fiends are punished for their foul crimes. Huzzah! 3 cheers for Papa Hildy. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Anyway, okay, man, after a couple of those students, justice waits for no gentleman. Oh, well, good, but I've never heard of the Shadow Shower, have you? Oh, it's a settlement of, goblins and adventurers in the remains of, the Charlian, settlement in the Dravinian hinterlands. Yeah, find out. Yeah, what, you mean with your Charlian hinterlands? Find out, just like that? Yeah. Don't worry. Well, you're unlikely to be hurt amongst this lot. Alright, well, we're wrapping up today. It's only about 6 minutes left. No reason to really bother doing anything else. I'm gonna, since I'm almost done with one thing, I'm gonna be focusing in on getting the last 2 of these and, you know, get that to turn in tomorrow. Alright? Anyways, am I on White Mage? About halfway through 67. That should be enough to get me up to 68 then. We're almost done with that one. Good. And once I'm done with that, I'll start grinding up the axe boy weapon. Anyways, I fucking love these 2 quest lines. One's ridiculously silly, but with some nice, some heartwarming stuff in there. Another one is incredibly good, incredibly vital to the plot of this game. So, I appreciate that, and I will see you all next.